Howdy folks, it's the day after the dough show. Well, dough show is still going on today actually, it's Thursday, it's the third day. I think we picked the best day because look at it out there. I know I'm an hour and a half away from Alton, but right old PC with the day, and cold, very cold. One of the jobs I'm on today is we're upgrading the cow brushes. Now these are some things I've made a couple of years ago. And my brushes, as you can see, fairly worn out. So we've got some new ones to go on. So I'm just in one of the bins at the minute. Bin number 3 actually. It's nearly empty. Got the sweep auger in here, which is a mobile one. We have to move it from bin to bin to bin. It just sits above just down there, sits above the hole in the middle. Then you've got an auger that takes it to the, let me show you. Auger then takes it out into the pit there, then that goes up into the big auger. And we're currently loading it into the loader, and then the loader is putting it into the mill because we're milling for the cows. We do that once a week. So I've got, another couple of barrelfuls here. Bucketfuls I should think. And this bin can be cleaned out properly then, ready for harvest. So, all good fun. So whereas my old brushes were just yard brushes, these are proper cow brushes. Off, I think Richard got them off good old Amazoni. So yeah, very nice. Look at that, didn't you, girl? We've got some customers already. Let's get them on and see what they think to them. Because even with that worn brush, they were, still doing the old like the old twerk. So let's see what we got. I'll put you on there. I've got another one of my brushes down the bottom end on another stanchion down there. So I've actually bought 4 of these because the idea is we'll put some like on the girder itself so that they can then do an easy head rub against it lot. It's got to be quite handy for them, because obviously they haven't got hands, so the only way for them to itch stuff is to use the surroundings lot. Definitely getting a bit of interest, but that's not unusual. Interest in me. I don't need licking, thank you. There we go. Let's see what they think to that, shall we? Now, girls, all yours. I think she likes it. Well, I think she's definitely enjoying it. I've got a fair queue there, so I'll have to get the others on. Get the other 4, get the other one on the spring for the backs, and then get the other 2 on the stanchion so they can sort of do their heads as well. Like. Just in the process now of fitting 2-way radios to all the kit. Got 4 at the minute. So Richard's track, the T7's got one in. Fast Track's got one in. Nick just got a wire, put the power supply in for this one on the loader. And then the fourth one, last one at the minute, is going to go in the new T7. That means I just need one. Got a portable one as well, which is quite handy. That'll probably go in the combine, or whatever. But you know, it's just pushing the cigarette lighter, and it's a mobile one, if you know what I mean. All on the same frequency and everything, but it runs off a cigarette lighter because the battery's knackered. So that can be like the combine or whatever. So I just need two more to get. One for the little T4 loader tractor and one for the 6020. And then we've got two ways in all of the machines then, so that'd be, well, apart from the FW, but it's hardly worth it, is it? So, yeah, it should make life a bit more easy, you know, don't have to use phones all the time, just, you know, blast on the old two-way like. So, yeah, we'll get that wired in, that'll be this one done, and job be a good one. It's time for a little bit of a tool update as well, because I found a few tasty tools over the past, I suppose, year. Because we did the tool tour, about a year ago, something like that. Of course, you know, I'm a man, you have to keep acquiring tools all the time. And power tool wise, I have gone to the bluey green, the turquoise type side, but these aren't Makita, these are Makita copies, so it's like a Katsu again or some such brand, and it's not bad. It sits right in between my 1/2-inch DeWalt and my impact driver DeWalt, you know, the small ones. So it's got more go in it than one of them, you know, the small impact driver. But obviously it's not got as much go as my 1/2-inch drive proper impact DeWalt. But so it's a, you know, it's a handy one to have. It's a bit throwaway. What did it cost? 40 quid, something like that. So it can be chucked about. It don't really matter if it breaks. It runs obviously on Makita batteries. The handy thing about this, not that I've really used it, obviously it's 1/2-inch drive, but it does have an like the internal socket, so it can take you know, the bits. So that's quite handy lot. The other thing I've got is I've got adapters as well. So I've got Makita to DeWalt and DeWalt to Makita. So this is a Makita battery. So if I grab a Flex Volt DeWalt, slide that in there. Yes, it's obviously more bulky, especially with a Flex Volt, but then I can run any battery on it, like, so they are well handy. Same for the grinder. This is, you know, as you expect, European spec, forward, reverse, and stop in the middle. This, not so much. There's no safety trigger on this at all. It's a nice grinder. It's got a good bit of go to it, like. Again, takes Makita batteries. You can, the other good thing about these actually is you can adjust the speed. There's 3 speed settings on it. So if you want it flat out, you can. If you don't want it flat out, you can, you know, drop it down. But there is no trigger guard. So if you pick it up like that, which quite often you do, it will go. That little one there is just to hold it on. So so that is it's pretty dodge really, like, it really is pretty dodge. But again, takes a DeWalt battery. So that is quite handy, the speed control, like. But I just get into the good habit, if I'm doing anything with it, or if I'm done with it, battery off. Just because, I mean, it's probably not a bad idea with any battery grinder, but especially with this, as soon as I'm done with it, yeah, battery comes out. Because that sounds awesome in there. It sounded like that since day one. But it don't slip, you know, under load, it don't slip at all. Like, it's a good, powerful grinder. But it don't, it don't sound great, does it, like? So, yeah. So yeah, obviously again, like when you're taking the blade off, I'll make sure I have the battery off. So there we go. But it's handy, and again, dirt cheap. So if it breaks, don't really matter a lot. Now, moving on to hand tools. I don't want to take up too much time here, but moving on to hand tools. At a show last year, I found that. What a game changer. So if I move my hand, yeah. So that does exactly what you think it does. So if I grab this plug socket, will do it. So it goes up to 30 mil. So not the biggest, but you put it on, and then you still get your bit of flop, yeah? Click that, and it still flops. What? There you go. And it does work. I mean, that really does work. And I was like, that is blooming awesome. You only need one spanner now. Since then, I've been to Lama. It's on the Nipex stand. And, you know, Nipex are good for side cutters, aren't they? Like, and you can get all these fancy pliers and that. And I mean, I've got plenty of pliers. So, but the chap came up to me and sort of demonstrated a couple of them. And I ended up buying them then and there because I was like just well impressed. Now this is Nipex's design of adjustable spanner. Now, it doesn't look like an adjustable spanner, any adjustable spanner you've ever seen really, does it? But that's what it is. So you got a little plunger there, you push that in, and then you can adjust it. When it's in the closed position, just there, that tells you what sort of size you are. So we're between 12 and 17, so we're like 15, 16 mil there in the middle. But obviously you've got, the jaws have got quite a bit of, you know, the jaws have got 10 mil of play anyway. So this side, that is perfect for Wes, because that is, so what's the blooming, AF, inches basically that side. So either side you're covered. And this thing, I say, it don't look a lot, but the amount of grip when it gets hold of a nut, Jesus, it's got hold of that nut. Because of the way it's designed with that little bit there, it's a 10-to-1 ratio. So for every 1 kilogram of pressure you're putting there, it's putting 10 at the jaw. And I've bloody used it quite a lot for rusty stuff as well. Like I had on one of the augers, I was taking the guard off, really rusty, and that was AF. That was not 13 or 4. It was not 13. It was in between. It's like 3/8 or whatever it was. I forget exactly. This thing gripped it, rusty, sort of rounded off a bit, and that blooming come undone. And you can ratchet with it because you can just let the pressure off like that. And it's blooming hell of a tool. I'll tell you what, should we go and use it? Before we do though, they also sold me these. Very similar type things, but they're like water pump pliers. But again, because they've got the clever sort of design, as soon as they're self-thinging, so as soon as it grips, like that's then going into the teeth and gripping. So you don't have to, you know, set it and then it's, you know, try and keep it in the teeth that you want it in, so it actually grips whatever. It's self-adjusting, and like I say, when it grips, it does really grip. Not cheap, I mean really not cheap. I think both these spanners come to £90 for the pair, so really expensive, but well handy having in your box. I mean, as you can probably see, I've replaced my old green steel little mobile toolbox with a DeWalt Tough System 2, and I really ought to double these up, so I've got these in there as well as in my main box. So when I take the big box, you know, the mobile box out, I've got these with me as well because they're blooming handy. Anyway, let's go and see if we can undo something with this. What do you reckon? That ain't been undone in a while. Let's try it. So I reckon that's 36 odd. So adjust it to suit, like so. It's not my strong hand, but this is where I'm going to lack. I need to be the other way really, so I can pull it. I mean, this might be a step too far because obviously you need a bit of torque for this, which I haven't got a lot of torque, but it's going to grip it. You watch the... See that? If I can hold the camera steady whilst I do it, there is very little... You know, once that's got hold of that, there's no flop like you get with a normal set of pliers. See if we can, I doubt I'm going to be able to persuade it to come loose, but we'll have a go. I think I am being a little bit ambitious here, but I'm not going to be able to round it off. I mean, I can't shift it, but it's got real good hold of that nut. I mean, I just said, yeah, I haven't got, I need another foot or two on the end of the thing, but you get me drift. That has really, really got very good grip of it, like. So that's that 1 to 10 thing. So yes, they're a ton of money, but well handy to have. Are you enjoying that 22? She's one of the cows that will, if I'm in there, she'll come and find me for a back rub. You'll be wanting a rotary one next, wouldn't you? Powered one. Yeah, that's good cow, isn't it? Yeah, it's good stuff. That's good stuff, isn't it, girl? They've got some characters, these cows. I'll leave you to it, girl. Right, she's all wired up. Lovely jubbly. We have got power, two-way power. Look at that. So, just the 225 to do now, till I get a couple more radios, and job be good. And so, I enjoyed that little video. A bit of a mix of this and that, a bit of tools, bit of cows. What else was there? Something else. Oh, a bit of shoveling, wasn't there? Done quite a bit of shoveling today, I have. Anyway, let me know in the old comments what sort of tool you found, similar to that, like that Nipex set of adjustable pliers. You found like, holy moly, I didn't know these existed, I need to have some. Put them in the comments, because we all need to know about it. If it's that good, we all need to know about it. And I'm always up for new tools, so if you've got a tool like that people probably don't know about, stick it in the comments, let us know, and we'll be able to have a look, won't we? So anyway, they're nearly finished milking, so we're going to wash down, and it's tea time. I think fish and chips tonight. Yeah, I know I had a day out yesterday at Doe Show, which was very good. And, you know, a few burgers, sausage rolls, and all that sort of stuff were consumed. But there is a local van there's a chip van in one of the local villages. So, and it's really good fish and chips, so might just have to do it in. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one. Ta-ta!